Hey, yeah, it's Glenn Morris here from the Smart Energy Lab, and wow, today for me is a really big day. Now, I'm standing here in the microgrid room. We call it a room, but it's basically an open two-sided shed with an enormous array of equipment. This is the beautiful Selectronic PowerChain system here on the wall, and today is a big day. Now, let me tell you a bit of a story about how we got to where we are with our microgrid system. Way back in about 2015, I think, so like 9 years ago, when I was teaching here, running courses on how to install and design off-grid systems, Selectronic, bless them, gave me one SP Pro. In fact, it's the very first one at the back of the room there. And that was so my students could train on their excellent equipment. Then they got a bit excited and they decided to be able to offer three-phase systems, so they gave me two more. So we had a three-phase SP Pro system. These were just the little ones, the 5 kilowatt SPMC 481s. And so we had 15 kilowatts three-phase. That was really cool. But then I started to build a microgrid, and I added more and more systems connected to that grid-forming system. And then we started to hit some limits. Basically, 15 kilowatts three-phase is really only 5 kilowatts per phase. It's not a lot of oomph. So PowerChain came along. Now, Selectronic have installed another 3 of the 481s, so a total of 30 kilowatts of continuous power. Basically double that for 30 minutes and a little bit more for 30 seconds. That is pretty awesome. And that has been the way this microgrid's been up until today. So we've had 30 kilowatts of SP Pros connected to, behind me, if I get the arrows the right way around, is a 160 kilowatt hour 40 stack of Power Plus Energy batteries, providing the DC power for the SP Pros here. Now, we're upgrading the system today with what's in the box behind me. Now, this is going to be one of my biggest unboxings. In this box here is 6 482s. 482s, for those not familiar with the numbering system from Selectronic, are their 7.5 kilowatt nominal 48 volt inverters. They've got an awesome peak of 18 kilowatts, I think for about 30 seconds, and 15 kilowatts for like 30 minutes. So this will mean that this microgrid system will go from a nominal continuous 30 kilowatts to a nominal 45 kilowatts. That's a 50% increase. How are we going to do this? Well, today you'll find out. I'm hoping it's as simple as take them off the wall, leave behind the cables, connect the new ones, reprogram for a PowerChain 3-phase configuration, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. But I suspect it'll be more complicated than that. In fact, I know we've got a few challenges, and one of them is we're going to have to upgrade the DC cabling, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to do that in 2 stages. So when we install the 45 kilowatts of power, the cables were rated for a 30 kilowatt system. So we're going to have to derate our maximum charge current to back down to 30 kilowatts, even though the new inverters can do more, and capacity limit the output just with the existing circuit breakers. Then stage 2, hopefully very soon, will upgrade all of the cable system supplying the new 482s. Anyway, I've got my team coming today. I've got my electrician, Anne, and another Sparky who's actually here visiting Leon. So looking forward to getting their help in doing the biggest unboxing I've ever done. Anyway, let's get into it.